It's 6:55, 71 degrees. It's time for my final thought. On Monday, billionaire Jeffrey Epstein was charged with sex trafficking. 12 years ago, Epstein used his wealth and influence to wriggle out of similar charges in Florida. In 2006 and 2007, the FBI confirmed that Epstein sexually abused close to 36 girls at his Palm Beach mansion. Epstein's lawyer was able to get investigators to drop federal charges against him after privately meeting with then U.S. Attorney Alex Acosta. As a result, Epstein was allowed to plead guilty to 2 state prostitution charges and secretly served just 13 months in a Palm Beach County jail. The deal was set up so that nobody knew the details of it until almost a year later. Not even the victims. 36 girls, 13 months. Epstein is currently facing charges of sex trafficking and conspiracy, with more charges possibly to come after naked pictures of underage women were found at his home. Acosta, now President Trump's labor secretary, is under fire for the sweetheart deal he gave Epstein the first time he faced sex trafficking charges. Now, this is infuriating. It's disgraceful how wealth can shield predators like Epstein from facing the legal consequences of their actions, and it's equally disgraceful that the very people we trust to adjudicate justice not only allow it but participate in it. As far as I'm concerned, helping keep a predator on the street makes you complicit in his crimes. Many are calling for Acosta's resignation. If you ask me, that would be getting off light. We're going to continue this conversation online. Get up, DC.